Hi!
Hi, this is Alia and welcome back to Cooking with Alia, the show that brings you the flavors of Morocco. Today we're going to show you how to make a very popular Moroccan cookie called griwish or Chebakia. Chebakia is a must during the month of Ramadan, where it is served with the Moroccan soup Harira. It's a very crunchy cookie dipped in honey with sesame seeds on top, and it has a very unique shape and taste. The shape may be difficult to make the first time if you've never done it before, but we're going to show you how to make a super easy shape that does not change anything to the taste. This is a very interesting recipe to try. So let's start!
مبروك رمضان!
Bye!
Bye!
If you want to show me some love, click the subscribe button above to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also find all my recipes on my website at CookingWithAlia.com. And now you can download for free my iPhone app called Cooking with Alia from the iTunes stores, where it has all my recipes at the tips of your fingers. First, pour half a cup of raw sesame seeds in a flat pan. Toast the sesame seeds on medium heat for around 5 minutes while stirring constantly with a wooden spoon. Taste the sesame seeds to check if they are ready. They should lose their raw taste and gain a warm roasted taste instead. Using a food mixer, grind the toasted sesame seeds until you get a fine powder. In a small bowl, mix half tablespoon of orange blossom water with a pinch of saffron threads. Let it sit for a few minutes before using it. In another small bowl, activate half tablespoon of dry yeast by mixing it with half teaspoon of sugar and a little bit of warm water. Let it sit for a few minutes before using it. Now we are going to mix all the dry ingredients together. In a large bowl, mix 2 cups of all-purpose flour, the ground sesame seeds, half teaspoon of ground anise and half teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a pinch of mastic gum that you crush with a bit of sugar to get a powder. If you don't have mastic gum, you can just omit it. And finally, half teaspoon of baking powder mixed with a pinch of salt. Using your hand, mix all the dry ingredients together. Add a mixture of 1½ tablespoon of olive oil, 1½ tablespoon of vegetable oil, and 1 tablespoon of melted butter. Continue mixing until all the ingredients are well incorporated. Now, add half teaspoon of white vinegar, the orange blossom water with the saffron, the yeast, and 1 egg yolk. Add half a cup of warm water, little by little, while mixing all the ingredients with your hand, until you can make a dough ball. The dough should not be wet or sticky. That's why you should add the water little by little and not at once. Place the dough on your kitchen counter and knead it with quick and energetic movements using the palms of your hands. Knead the dough for about 5 minutes until it becomes soft and elastic. Using a sharp knife, cut the dough into 6 equal portions. Take each portion and roll it into a thin layer using a rolling pin, but not too thin. Here, my grandmother is using a Chebakia mold to cut the dough, but no worries, we'll show you how to shape it without the mold. Using the mold, cut the dough into squares with 5 columns. To shape the Chebakia, first take columns 1, 3, and 5 using the middle finger of your right hand. Then using your left hand, flip columns 2 and 4 with the other columns inside out, and you will get a flower shape. Place the flour on the counter and pinch its outer corners. If you don't have a mold, you can use a pastry cutter to cut even squares. In each square, make 4 evenly lengthwise cuts. The squares are approximately the size of your palm. Again, shape the Chebakia the same way as with the mold. Now, if you find it difficult to shape these cookies, just cut even strips and twist them. Place the cookies in a pan and let them rest while heating the frying oil. To fry the Chebakia, you will need 2 things. First, heat the vegetable oil in a frying pan until hot. At the same time, in a saucepan, heat some honey mixed with a little bit of orange blossom water. The honey should reach a boiling point. After that, reduce the heat to medium to keep it hot. Start frying the Chebakia in the oil. Remember, the oil has to be hot. The Chebakia is done when it gets a beautiful golden brown color in all sides. When done, immediately remove the Chebakia from the frying oil and dip it in the hot honey. Once totally soaked in honey, remove the Chebakia from the honey and place it in a sieve to drain. Sprinkle with toasted sesame seeds. Let the Chebakia cool down for several hours before serving. You can store Chebakia in an airtight container for up to 1 month if you keep it at room temperature, or 4 months if you freeze it. It's crunchy, it's soft, it's sweet. It's just perfect. Bon appétit!